Armenia has maintained a policy of complementarism by trying to have positive and friendly relations with Iran, Russia, and the West, including the United States and the European Union since its independence. It has full membership status in a number of international organizations and observer status, etc. in some others. However, the dispute over the Armenian genocide of 1915 and the recent war over Nagorno-Karabakh have created tense relations with two of its immediate neighbors, Azerbaijan and Turkey. Armenian genocide recognition. As of 2017, 29 states have officially recognized the historical events as genocide. Parliaments of countries that recognize the Armenian genocide include Argentina, Armenia, Austria, Belgium, Bolivia, Brazil, Bulgaria, Canada, Chile, Cyprus, Czech Republic, France, Germany, Greece, Italy, Lebanon, Lithuania, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Paraguay, Poland, Russia, Slovakia, Sweden, Switzerland, Syria, Uruguay, Vatican City and Venezuela. Additionally, some regional governments of countries recognize the Armenian genocide too, such as New South Wales and South Australia in Australia, as well as Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales in the United Kingdom. U.S. House Resolution 106 was introduced on 30 January 2007, and later referred to the House Committee on Foreign Affairs. The bill has 225 co-sponsors. The bill called for former President George W. Bush to recognize and use the word genocide in his annual 24 April speech, which he never used. His successor, President Barack Obama, expressed his desire to recognize the Armenian genocide during the electoral campaigns, but after being elected, has not used the word genocide to describe the events that occurred in 1915. Disputes. Nagorno-Karabakh, an independent republic. Armenia supports Armenians in the Nagorno-Karabakh Republic in the long-standing and very bitter conflict against the Azerbaijani government. The current conflict over Nagorno-Karabakh (NK) began in 1988 when Armenian demonstrations against Azerbaijani rule broke out in Nagorno-Karabakh, and later in Armenia, and the Nagorno-Karabakh Supreme Soviet voted to secede from Azerbaijan and join Armenia. Soon, violence broke out against Armenians in Azerbaijan and Azeris in Armenia. In 1990, after violent episodes in Nagorno-Karabakh and Azerbaijani cities like Baku, Sumgait and Kirovohrad, Moscow declared a state of emergency in Karabakh, sending troops to the region, and forcibly occupied Baku, killing over 100 civilians. In April 1991, Azerbaijani militia and Soviet forces targeted Armenian populations in Karabakh, known as Operation Ring. Moscow also deployed troops to Yerevan. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union, conflict escalated into a full-scale war between the Nagorno-Karabakh Republic, supported by Armenia, and Azerbaijan. Military action was influenced by the Russian military, which inspired and manipulated the rivalry between the two neighboring sides in order to keep both under control. More than 30,000 people were killed in the fighting during the period of 1988 to 1994. In May 1992, Armenian forces seized Shusha and Lakan, thereby linking Nagorno-Karabakh to Armenia. By October 1993, Armenian forces succeeded in taking almost all of former Nkao, Lakan and large areas in southwestern Azerbaijan. In 1993, the UN Security Council adopted 4 resolutions calling for the cessation of hostilities, unimpeded access for international humanitarian relief efforts, and the eventual deployment of a peacekeeping force in the region. Fighting continued, however, until May 1994, at which time Russia brokered a ceasefire between the three sides. Negotiations to resolve the conflict peacefully have been ongoing since 1992 under the aegis of the Minsk Group of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. The Minsk Group is co-chaired by Russia, France, and the United States and has representation from Turkey, the U.S., several European nations, Armenia and Azerbaijan. Despite the 1994 ceasefire, sporadic violations, sniper fire and landmine incidents continue to claim over 100 lives each year. Since 1997, the Minsk Group co-chairs have presented 3 proposals to serve as a framework for resolving the conflict. Each proposal was rejected. Beginning in 1999, the presidents of Azerbaijan and Armenia initiated a direct dialogue through a series of face-to-face meetings, often facilitated by the Minsk Group co-chairs. The OSCE sponsored a round of negotiations between the presidents in Key West, Florida. U.S. Secretary of State Colin Powell launched the talks 3 April 2001. And the negotiations continued with mediation by the U.S., Russia and France until 6 April 2001. The co-chairs are still continuing to work with the 2 presidents in the hope of finding a lasting peace. The 2 countries are still at war. Citizens of the Republic of Armenia, as well as citizens of any other country who are of Armenian descent, are forbidden entry to the Republic of Azerbaijan. If a person's passport shows evidence of travel to Nagorno-Karabakh, they are forbidden entry to the Republic of Azerbaijan. In 2008, in what became known as the 2008 Marday-Kurtz skirmishes, Armenia forces and Azerbaijan clash over Nagorno-Karabakh. The fighting between the sides was brief, with few casualties on either side. Countries with no diplomatic relations. Armenia does not have diplomatic relations with the following countries, organized by continent: Africa, Botswana, Central African Republic, São Tomé and Príncipe, South Sudan, Lesotho. Asia, Pakistan. Pakistan does not recognize Armenia. Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Azerbaijan, Turkey. Europe, Hungary. Suspended by Armenia since 31 August 2012 due to Ramil Safarov's extradition to Azerbaijan. North America, St. Kitts and Nevis, Dominica, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Oceania, Palau, Micronesia, Marshall Islands, Kiribati, Nauru, Cook Islands, Niue, Tonga, Samoa, Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea. Armenia also has no diplomatic relations with states with limited recognition. Countries with diplomatic relations. Armenia has diplomatic relations with 162 sovereign entities, including the African Union, Arab League, European Union, the Order of Malta, and Vatican City. These include Albania, Algeria, Afghanistan, Andorra, Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Australia, Austria, Argentina, Bahamas, Bahrain, Belarus, Belgium, Belize, Benin, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Brazil, Brunei Darussalam, Bolivia, Bulgaria, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cambodia, Cameroon, Canada, Cape Verde, Chad, Chile, the People's Republic of China, Colombia, Comoros, Costa Rica, Côte d'Ivoire, Croatia, Cuba, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Dominican Republic, DR Congo, East Timor, Ecuador, Egypt, El Salvador, Equatorial Guinea, Estonia, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Fiji, Finland, France, Gabon, Georgia, Germany, Ghana, Greece, Guatemala, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Grenada, Haiti, Holy See, Vatican City, Honduras, Iceland, India, Indonesia, Iran, Iraq, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Jamaica, Japan, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Kenya, Kuwait, North Korea, South Korea, Kyrgyzstan, Laos, Latvia, Lebanon, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Libya, Macedonia, Madagascar, Maldives, Malaysia, Malawi, Mali, Malta, Mauritania, Mexico, Moldova, Monaco, Mongolia, Montenegro, Morocco, Mozambique, Myanmar, Namibia, Norway, Nepal, Netherlands, New Zealand, Nicaragua, Nigeria, Oman, Order of Malta, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Qatar, Romania, Russia, Rwanda, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, San Marino, Senegal, Serbia, Seychelles, Sierra Leone, Singapore, Slovakia, Slovenia, South Africa, Spain, Sudan, Suriname, Sri Lanka, Swaziland, Sweden, Switzerland, Syria, Tajikistan, Tanzania, Thailand, Tunisia, Turkmenistan, Tuvalu, Uganda, Ukraine, the United Arab Emirates, the United Kingdom, the United States of America, Uruguay, Vanuatu, Venezuela, Vietnam, Zambia and Zimbabwe. Notes on some of these relations follow. African Union. Armenia established diplomatic relations with the African Union on 25 October 2010. The African Union Commission hailed the Armenian government's intention to have a representative in the O, and expressed willingness to develop relations with Armenia. The representative of Armenia to the African Union is located in Cairo, Egypt. Africa. Americas. Arab League. Armenia was granted observer status in the Arab League in 2004 after a Syrian invitation. Armenia maintains positive relations with most Arab states, with the exception of Saudi Arabia. A memorandum on mutual understanding and cooperation between Armenia and the Arab League was signed in January 2005. The agreement promotes intensifying cooperation and the opening of Armenian diplomatic missions in Arab states, Asia, Europe, Oceania, other international organizations. Armenia is additionally a full member in the following international organizations and programs: Commonwealth of Independent States Free Trade Area, European Civil Aviation Conference and European Common Aviation Area, European Charter for Regional and Minority Languages, European Court of Human Rights and the European Convention on Human Rights, European Higher Education Area, FIFA and UEFA, Food and Agriculture Organization, Horizon 2020, International Atomic Energy Agency, International Committee of the Red Cross, International Finance Corporation, International Labour Organization, International Olympic Committee, Interparliamentary Union, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe, Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation, UNESCO, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, United Nations Economic Commission for Europe, United Nations Industrial Development Organization, Universal Postal Union, World Health Organization, World Intellectual Property Organization, World Meteorological Organization, World Tourism Organization. Armenia is also an observer member of the Community of Democratic Choice, the Non-Aligned Movement, the Organization of American States, the Arab League, and a dialogue partner in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, Eduard Nalbandian serves as Minister of Foreign Affairs of Armenia. See also Armenian diaspora, Armenia-European Union relations, Council of Europe, Eastern European Group, Eastern Europe, Eastern Partnership, Eurasian Economic Union, Euronest Parliamentary Assembly, largest Armenian diaspora communities, list of diplomatic missions in Armenia, list of diplomatic missions of Armenia, foreign relations of Nagorno-Karabakh, politics of Europe, visa requirements for Armenian citizens, visa policy of Armenia. Footnotes. This article incorporates public domain material from the CIA World Factbook website https www.cia.gov Library Publications The World Factbook Index HTML. This article incorporates public domain material from the United States Department of State website http www.state.gov BGN Index HTM. Background notes. Argentina. List of treaties ruling the relations Argentina and Armenia. Argentine Foreign Ministry. In Spanish. Canada. Armenian Embassy in Ottawa. Canadian Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Trade about relations with Armenian. Chile. Sassoonian. Harrot. 16 June 2007. Chile proves genocide recognition is based on truth, not lobbying. 73. 24. Armenian Weekly. Chilean Senate. Recognition of the Armenian genocide. In Spanish only. Czech. Armenian Embassy in London. British Foreign and Commonwealth Office about relations with Armenia * British Embassy in Yerevan. Denmark. Danish Foreign Ministry. Development Programme with Armenia. NATO. Iskandarian. Alexander. NATO and Armenia. A Long Game of Complementarism, in the Caucasus Analytical Digest No. 5. International. Kharchatrian. Harutian. Foreign investments in Armenia. Influence of the crisis and other peculiarities, in the Caucasus Analytical Digest No. 28.